I want to know. I want to know. Let me talk to you, Dream Family. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. All that jazz. Listen, I want to talk to you guys because I want to know. I really want to know, right? This is what happened to me, right? So my thing is, if I have a channel, I have a Periscope, I have Twitter, I have Instagram, all of my social medias. I let people say whatever it is. Hey, Kevin, I let people say whatever it is that they want to say. I don't care who you are, what your opinions are, what's your views, if you racist, if you sexist, is you colorist, whatever it is that you are. I let people be who they are, and I respect you for who you are. I'm great. I respect everybody for who they are. So if I let y'all come on my channel, on my Periscope, on my Instagram, my Twitter, I let y'all come everywhere. What's up, D? I'm finna get into this. If I let y'all come on and I let y'all be who y'all are and I accept everybody for who they are, y'all know me, especially the ones that know me from Periscope. Y'all know I don't discriminate. I have had full-blown racist people on my social media, and I don't talk down to them. I don't mistreat them. I don't even block them. Nothing. I let them talk, and I respect them for who they are and how the world has shaped them, right or wrong. Now let me know if I'm lying. Tell me am I lying or not. I'm good. Tell me am I lying or not. Do I let everybody on my Periscope or my Instagram? Okay. So now let me talk to y'all about this, right? So I goes on to Twitter, right? And one of my viewers had a comment about the president, right? So anyway, she obviously likes Biden, right? So I like who I like. I like Trump. So I was like, I rebutted what she said about Biden, and I was like, not Biden, the one that's racist, that didn't want his kids to go to school with black kids, and yada yada yada, woo woo woo, wah wah wah, right? So she responds back. It goes back and forth for a little while before she became rude and disrespectful, right? So me, I'm not gonna be rude and disrespectful back. I just said, talk to you later, like that. So instead of her producing the information that I asked, I said, okay, everything that has been said about Trump has always been hearsay. I don't see videos. And she was like, oh, it's a lot of videos. And I was like, okay, well, let me see the video. She only produced one video, which was the video when he didn't want black people living in his apartments. I said, I already know about that because he was at the last presidential debate with Hillary, and he verbally said, you're damn right. I did not want them there, and this, that, and the other. And like I said, I accept people for who they are. If he said that, okay, to me, then just about all black people is racist, because some of the shit that black people say, how you gonna get mad? Even a lot of black people be saying they would not want black people living in their stuff because they know they tear it up. And how about the fact that you can be a black owned business and blacks tend to flock to white business and Chinese businesses and all these other businesses instead of a white business? I'm gonna say instead of their own black business. Because I done had a black woman open up a grocery store in the middle of the ghetto because she know a lot of people don't have cars and ways to get to the grocery store. But soon as when Dixie came, guess what? She had to shut down because guess what? All the black people went to the white store. So here it is, you mad at Trump because he said he don't want any black people in the past staying in his property, and you call him racist when you have black people doing the same thing. And some of the things that black people say, you don't have a problem with it. It's okay for us to say it because what? We victims? I'm not a victim. Anyway, so I had showed her videos of what I felt about Biden, but she didn't produce any videos about Trump. All right. She just became rude and disrespectful towards me. And my whole thing is, like I say to you guys, you have the right to voice your opinion and feel the way that you do. I don't know what happened to a person in life to make them who they are or make them think the way that they think. You know, you have to be mindful. You might look at it and say, oh, this person is this way, but you don't know what traumatic thing happened to them in life to make them that way. So me, the person that I am, I try to respect the fact that sometimes traumatic things happen to people that make them become biased towards certain situations and towards certain group of people or certain colors or certain cars or certain anything, cities. It's not just human beings that people distance themselves from because something happened. I don't know. And it's not my job to sit and try to pass judgment on someone. And my thing is, she got rude because I didn't like or I did not vote for who black people supposed to have voted for it. Even he said out his mouth, if you don't vote for me, you not black. I'm black. I'm black all day. That ain't changed. That ain't changed me one bit. I'm still black. She told me that I was an embarrassment. But she would have thought I was wrong if I would have said, you are an embarrassment for something you did. You know, understand what I'm saying? Like, because if you think that I'm racist to my people because I like Trump, what if I would have said to you, you are an embarrassment because you have kids from a white man or you married a white man because you didn't stick with a black man? That would be so, you know, that would be very unfair, not right, disrespectful, rude, ignorant of me to say. Because there's nothing wrong with you marrying or having kids from someone that's not black. Just like it's not anything wrong with me want to vote for somebody that the whole black race, that people feel like the whole black race wasn't supposed to vote for. Right. It could have been something. And then the fact that and then it's like, oh, what you're trying to do, are you serious that you really like Trump? Like, you're an embarrassment, and are you clout chasing? I'm like, I'm waiting for you to withdraw that statement, because I said to her or him or whatever, you know, I'm saying her or him so you guys don't really be able to determine who it was or whatever. But my thing is, for me to say, oh, I already said her, it's a her. Anyway, but my thing is, I gave the person the opportunity to withdraw their statement because I said that was rude. That was disrespectful. She didn't withdraw what she said. She just went further to say something else. And this is somebody that follows me and knows who I am as a person. You've been following me over a year. You know I don't disrespect nobody's thoughts, beliefs, and opinions. Not even the ones that you have about me. So even though she was disrespectful and rude, I just dismissed myself. I didn't say anything to her. I didn't block her. I just said I would talk to you later. I sure don't. I sure don't. I just told her I'd talk to her later. And now she want to try to bring up information and post it. I don't want to see that right now. I just told you I'll talk to you later. And I wrote it TTYL. So I said, well, maybe she, you know, I have to realize, because I know at first it's a lot of things that I don't understand when people put the letters like that. So I said, let me write it out. I wrote it out. I will talk to you later. And I told her, because right now you're being rude. Yeah, she's in her feelings. She's just, it's like, how you gonna call me disrespectful because I'm thinking for myself and I'm doing something that I want to do for myself, just like you make decisions for yourself. And like I said, and I wasn't even talking about her and she found it offensive. I was talking about Biden. Joe Biden. Like I said, people in this country is hating Trump so much that they rather put a person with Alzheimer's or dementia in the chair. She told me that was wrong for me to be judging people. I shouldn't be saying stuff like that. She teach her kids not to say stuff like that. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. That's facts, dear. That is facts. The man has something wrong with him that he does not remember things. So why would you rather vote for him to run the country? And like I said, just because you, yeah. And my thing is, even if you feel like you don't like Trump, that was another thing that I said. I said, me, I don't get caught up in who don't like me and stuff like that. I look at it like this. Whatever laws that are passed for one is passed for the other. And it was like, who treated equally? Y'all can stop with all of that foolishness. It's certain things that you just can't get around. One person, one group of people, one race of people is not going to be taxed one way, and the other group is going to be taxed another way. It's just certain things you don't get around. It's certain laws and things with health insurance and all like that. One thing that's going to benefit one group of people is going to benefit the other group. Clean air and energy saving. All of these things that people be fighting for is still going to help everybody. And as far as like racism, as far as the police brutality and all like that, that has nothing to do with Trump, no way. And see, all of these people that want to get upset, they don't even realize that Trump is fighting for stuff that has to do with the country as a whole, or like as far as um like things that's debated like cross seas, like other countries infiltrating and all like that. He has nothing to do with local affairs. They get so upset and say, "Oh, all of this happening and this, that, and that," and she talking about, "Oh, well, by that about Trump being racist and he like the Proud Boys." He said what he said because your president that you was upholding was all in his face at a debate, which he shouldn't have been. Him and the person that's supposed to have been reading the questions was all up and down Trump's throat, telling him to say, stand down. And Trump just looking all confused, like, okay, what you want me to say? To who? Who you talking about? So you ready to tell people to stop and don't interfere with the election? And he was like, whatever you want me to say, whoever you want me to say it to, who are you talking about? And they told him to say it. So he said what he said. He said, Proud Boys stand down. But that was because Biden and the man who's supposed to be neutral reading the questions told him to say it. My thing is, I wasn't even looking at whether the election was fair or not. Just like I don't look at if a person, of course, you wouldn't want a racist person president over the country, but you got racist presidents, period, point blank, that done made laws and been dead and gone. The person who even started the Democrat Party was racist, and he started the Democrat Party to make us think that blacks was over it. And he said, "I'm gonna put a nigger in office with the Democrat Party to make them think, and I'm gonna have black people voting Democratic for years." I got a video of that. Anything that I was talking about, I was able to produce a video. Okay, our president said that. Okay, and then here it is. What I was gonna say, this just blows my mind. It's like people are so hung up on certain things. I look at it like this. I wasn't looking at if the election is rigged or not. My thing is, I just wanted him to be president a lot longer, because whether, say, even if he was racist or whatever, I'm looking at the fact of what you can learn from this man and what this man is telling you. My thing is, this man is already old, very rich, has no need to run the country, but he's studied trying to save a country, and he's trying to make the country, like he say, make America great again. People try to cut it down and break it down and make it into something racist. Even if it was something racist, his visual of making America great again, even if black people, a certain group of people, feel like they're not included in that, he's trying to say his view of how the white picket fence and all like that we have heard since childhood, and this country being rich and more powerful than any other country. That benefits everybody. That's not putting a race on nothing. That's just saying keeping this country powerful and in charge and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because now we have had presidents and stuff in the past that's so scared to say anything. In Mexico, and they talk about, oh, he said this about. No, he did not. He said Mexico let certain people come over here. And people try to act like they don't understand that. And the news know it. I ain't talking about them, because the news, of course, they're going to try to spin it however they want because they don't want Trump. My thing is, they know what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about. And if people stop and think for themselves and start letting the news influence them, they'll know what he's talking about. Just like the Mariel boat lift, you had Cuba had let all of the bad people come over here and stuff like that during the Mariel boat lift. They always do that when they have a problem with the country, and that's their way of doing things. Now, and plus, remember that military thing that we had? We had people that came from another country. I forget, Iran or somewhere. I apologize if it's not Iran because I don't know. Yeah, they do. And, and that's what I was telling her too. Right now they going to court and you talking all this rah-rah and they going to court, and that's what I like about it, whether it was fake, rigged, or whatever. The fact that he is intelligent like that and he don't just let stuff slide, he is teaching you directly or indirectly, don't take no for an answer. Fight what you believe in, and that's what I like about him. He shows you how to have strength. He teaches you. And have you ever seen any of them rich people ever tell you the economy is going to go down, but it's going to go back up again? When all of this pandemic stuff started, he was like, listen, y'all, the economy is going to go down, and it's going to go way down, but when it go up, it's going to go up. In other words, hold on to your stuff. Don't let this economy, like it always do every 10 years, the rich people scare you, make all the poor people sell all of their stuff, and people with money and whatever, they buy it up, and poor people stay poor. A lot of people don't even understand why taxes started in the United States. Taxes started because they said Paul Revere. Remember that Rob from Rich Get to the Poor? Because we only did taxes during the war, but it's like, okay, sign this petition for them to do taxes all year round, and we gonna take from the rich. And just like Trump said when he did that debate with Hillary, you damn right I don't be paying taxes. I try to put my money overseas. People have a problem with that. You know damn well if you have money, you will be trying to not let nobody take your money too. And let me tell you, it's hard work being rich. And it's easy work being poor. Okay? Because being poor means you slacking off and you sitting down and you not doing what you're supposed to do, more than likely. It might be 3% of the people that ain't the reason why they poor. But most people, we are poor and have what we have because like the Bible says, you're going to get it by the sweat of your brow. If you ain't sweating, you ain't getting it, okay? Rich people have gone through a lot to make their money. Who wants to give up their money? And then poor people look at them and say, oh, you rich, you got more money than you can spend. No, you don't. And Biden is the one that wanted to raise the taxes. All of this stuff because the news is putting it in their face. Hate Trump and love Biden. Here it is, Biden can't even run the freaking country, man. He really can't. And I don't know, people just getting upset and they getting mad and all this junk, and Biden tell you flat out, oh, if you ain't vote for me, you ain't black. What kind of crap is that to even say? If I don't vote for you, then I'm not black. Like, really? I don't have to vote for you. You just think, and that's the thing that really teed me off, especially during this whole elections. People all sitting up here trying to call you. I had to cuss them out. Stop calling me, asking me, am I going to get Trump out of office? And don't call me by my name like you know me. It's like, oh, you ready to get Trump out? Why? Because you realize I'm black? No, everybody that's black don't think the same. Don't think I'm just finna bandwagon. I'm looking at things for myself. And no, I don't want to get him out of office. The one I don't want in office is Biden. It's like, come on, man, for real? No. So if something go wrong with him, then what we have? His running mate, the female, she gonna be president? Because the thing of the matter is, just a while back, you was having a debate with him, calling them out for being racist. So here now it is, that's your running mate? Really? Yeah, and then that's the thing too. I was like, she was like, well, thank God he out of our White House. I said, but that's just how much people know. He only did 4 years, which means he can run again. He still can run next 4 years and be back in office. But my thing is, I wouldn't be sitting up here fighting to run this country where people are so ungrateful. This man, like your mom always said, when people do stuff for you without looking for nothing in return, they doing it for the heart. This man ran this country for free. What president have you ever seen did not want to get paid for being a president? This man is old and already rich. He has no reason to run for the president. And then they say, oh, because he's arrogant and all like that. Yeah, they celebrating that. Just like they celebrated for Obama, but then at the end of at the end of the day, they was mad and say Obama ain't did shit. That's your fault, because the only reason why you voted for Obama is because he was black. If you ask most black people anything about Obama, only thing they know is he black. That's it. So I don't know, boy. People just be doing stuff, and it's like, come on, man, don't be one sided. I did. I made sure I went and voted. I slid in there at the last minute and made sure I voted. Sure did. But and it's funny like how black leaders don't come in the community and try to talk to black people about a lot of things and educating them. They only show up when there's money involved. They only show up when it's a high profile case. They only show up when the election for the president. Why you don't show up and tell black people how to vote? Like a lot of them, it's like seems like since Martin Luther King days, black people been bandwagoning, bandwagoning and doing whatever the black officials tell them to do. They don't even try to figure out who they supposed to be voting for. They just vote for whoever the black officials tell them they should be voting for, instead of trying to find out. And that's just crazy to me. It's like you so up in arms about Trump when Trump don't have nothing to do with the problems that black people are facing right now, as far as the judges and stuff like that. Those are the people you need to pay more closely attention to. Your government officials. You don't see the president putting an indictment on the police department. No. You're supposed to be looking at your mayors and all like that, your governors and stuff like that. Those people, but nobody really, you don't hear no black officials like really saying, get out and vote, when it's time for the local officials to be put into office. And those are the ones that's neglecting, like putting down and making sure people are held accountable for black lives that are, that are taken as things like that. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I just hate when people always blurt out, oh, this is racist, and stuff like that. And I don't know. It's just crazy. I do know. Let me stop saying I don't know. I do know. It's just ridiculous. Everybody are individuals. No, I ain't confused. Not at all. I'm gonna always be me. Like I keep saying, like voting is not like a group effort. That is your personal. That's something personal to you that you can go and do. It's like if you tell a black person like, oh, I voted for Trump, it's like, you are so disgraceful to the black community. I didn't know this was a group effort. If so, we should have all went to the polls holding hands. This is my personal decision. Like, and you have your own personal decision. Everybody have their own freaking personal decision to vote for whoever they wanted to vote for. Period, point blank. Yeah, we all Americans, If I could be African, I would have been still African. But I was sold by my ancestors, okay? That's the thing. People be running around here with all this racist stuff. Black people are racist too. But when they do racist stuff, oh, they ain't racist. We just entitled because we've been hurt. Stop being a victim. Because look, you don't see other groups of people that were victimized still walking around here when they victimizing on their shirt. You have other group of people, Indians, that was scalped and made it to a holiday, Thanksgiving. They was scalped, ball, raped, and everything else, and made a holiday after that. Took the whole country from them. They was treated bad. They ain't walking around here acting like victims. Then you have who else? The Jews. They babies were thrown in the air and shot with machine guns. They were put in gas chambers by the thousands. They ain't walking around here acting like victims either. Okay? So, the Holocaust, all that stuff. So, my thing is, I don't sit there and be playing the victim role. I'm not going to sit there and be talking about racist, because my thing is, every group of people be having racist people in it. I have seen leaders from white and black and wherever else that be racist. So my thing is, I love everybody and I accept everybody for who they are. I don't know. I don't know what made them the way that they are. So that's why I say, love you too, man. And I hope people understand what I'm saying, and if they don't, they don't. But my thing is to allow people to be who they are, accept them for who they are, love them for who they are, and not who I want them to be. Because everybody could be better and do better, but sometimes we don't. Sometimes we live in pain, and pain keeps you down, and pain keep you confused, lost, and full of hate. So I don't know. That's right, no hatred, even if you hate me. Because I'm like, you be on my Periscope all the time. You see what people say to me on Periscope. If they could spit on me, they would. And I still always said, nope, I'm not going to block nobody. I'm going to let people be who they are. I love them for who they are. And me caring about them more than they care about me, what happened a lot of time on my Periscope? The people wind up, their mindset change. Yeah, life is too short. I'm not finna stand in line before God and say, and take responsibility for nobody else's actions. And I know we only take responsibility for our actions. But what I mean is indirectly, because what somebody did to me, I'm going to do it to somebody else. Therefore, I now have to stand before God with that same, and get the same punishment as that person. So no, I'm not finna stand before God and have to go through none of the consequences somebody else go through. If they hate me, they just hate me. I love them still. God says, love thy neighbor. Treat people how you want to be treated, not how they treat you. That's right, no hatred. Only peace, because I mean, it's spread like a virus. Energy is not created or destroyed. It's just passed from one person to the next. So, anybody that's out there, I love ya. Even Trump. And I'll talk to you guys later.